Hello, world. The following is a conversation with Bill Maas, former Kansas City Chiefs defensive lineman and 2025 Chiefs Hall of Fame inductee. Bill was the 5th overall draft pick in 1984 for the Chiefs and received the NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year award that year. He played 9 years for the Chiefs and was a cornerstone piece of those early 90s Chiefs defenses with Derrick Thomas, Neil Smith, Kevin Ross, Deron Cherry, and several others. Bill's generation of Chiefs players turned the franchise from perennial losing teams to a winning organization and helped elevate the fan base and experience to what we see today. We want to congratulate Bill on his induction to the Kansas City Chiefs Ring of Honor, and thank you again for joining us. This is Interrupt KC. Enjoy this episode.
Welcome back to Interrupt KC, the Kansas City podcast. Dedicate ourselves to people, places, and things going on right here in our city, Kansas City.
Yes, sir.
It's my boy JL. I'm your man D-Rod. What's happening, JL?
Man, thank you for bringing a nice little drink for us this morning. It has been hot here, and lately everything is cold. The coffee's iced. The drinks are iced. The beer is iced. Cold cut sandwiches. Man.
Well, right here we got us a good cold bottle of some Grand Reserve tequila and a nice warm stogie, man.
You do, man. You got you a nice stogie, man.
Yeah. So with that being said, man, shout out, man, right?
Shout out our boy Jason Sharp, man. We are here at Sherry's Executive Lounge, right here in Westport, right behind Frickin' Frack. You can't miss it. Great lounge. Come out, check out our boy Jason. Check out this spot.
39th Street, right off 39th.
Yeah. Great atmosphere, great environment, everybody. Come check out this spot.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for hosting us today.
Yeah, man. I want to say something real quick, man. We're just getting started. Man, we said this before. Me and JL, we do not call each other, coordinate on what we're wearing, man.
What you wearing, man? What you wearing?
Yeah, we don't do that, man. We just kind of pop up and we wear shit. And right now, we're all rented out, man.
We matched?
Hey, man, it's the start of this season, man. At the start of this football season, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, hey, man, so enough said, man. We're going to talk a little bit about all that.
Yes, sir. Before we move any further, subscribe. Click the subscribe button. You can't miss it. It's right there. It doesn't cost anything. That's
Easy.
The best way to support us. Mm-hmm. Comment on this video. Follow, like, share, all social media, man. So we out here, man.
Share it, man. Share it.
With that, man, I'm ready to have this conversation today.
Man, this is a great one, man.
Gosh.
A great.
There is no better way to prepare for the Chiefs season than to talk to one of the GOATs of the Chief. All time. One of the all-time GOATs, man. So this dude, man, cannot wait to get into this conversation, D-Rod. Because, man, this is childhood growing up, right?
Yeah, here we go.
You already know, man. So we're going to interrupt our guest.
Yes, sir.
And by interrupt, you already know we mean introduce our guest. None other, D-Rod.
You know what this is, JL?
You know what this is, D-Rod.
Who is it?
Mr. Bill Maas.
Hey,
man.
Mr. Maas, man. Hey,
salud.
This is a salute, man, to you being here, man. Salute to you, man.
Appreciate you guys. That's awesome.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you so much for being here with us. What do you think, man? Like, you like this atmosphere, this cool atmosphere for you? You accustomed to this?
Yeah. I came in and visited this place when Jason opened, and it's just cool.
Yeah,
it's a great vibe, right?
Love the vibe, man.
Yeah, real chill.
And they got a lot of entertainment here too.
Yes,
you know, at night they got bands and jazz.
Man,
and, a whole list. I mean, this place is it.
That's
great,
facts, man.
Great entertainment.
You know, the crazy thing is, not too many people even know it. I mean, I've told
sometimes that's good.
Yeah, that's right. That's really good.
You already know, Bill. Sometimes that's good. It's like your little getaway. Like, I'm just gonna go over here. Don't nobody need to know I'm over here. I love that, man. Bill, 2025. Man, you're coming into the ring, man. Chiefs Hall of Fame, man.
Man,
I mean, there's so much to talk about, man, with you.
Let's start early.
Yeah. And, the thing is, man, and I was saying this to you off camera, man, like your career, man, when I think about that, it's like, man, you like one of the early pillars, man, of what we see today, even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't wait to get into all that, man, with you. But you're from what? You're from
back east.
Back east, man.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
You're from Pittsburgh, man. Talk about that, man. I mean, you're a big dude. You're 6'5", man. So you young growing up, man. Were you always that big kid on the block playing football?
Not at all. I had to beg my mom.
Really?
Yeah, I had to beg my parents to let me play ball. I was, they just didn't want me to get injured.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Even back then?
Yeah, they had some people in the neighborhood that played, and they got injuries and knee injuries, and it was they had their mindset early on. So when I was growing up, I could play everything else: basketball, wrestling, soccer.
Okay.
Basketball, baseball, all that stuff.
Were any of those like a favorite for you?
Yeah, I really liked baseball.
Oh, yeah.
I really like playing baseball, but I couldn't hit a curveball.
So you seen the movie Can't Hit the Curve, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that, but yeah, I had to go to my parents. I was the biggest kid in the school, tallest anyhow.
Right.
And the coach kept on asking me all the time, every time he see me in the hallway. And so, I just went home and I begged my parents to just let me play.
Right.
Give me an opportunity. I'm like, Mom, just let me play, high school ball.
Just give me a second.
I was a freshman. I'm like, just let me play. I won't play after high school.
So you didn't even play till high school?
No.
Wow.
No. And when they started going to the high school games, they really started enjoying it.
Yeah.
They were enjoying it as much as I did.
Yeah. Was football big back home, man?
No. It was second fiddle to basketball in Philadelphia.
Okay.
I grew up in Philadelphia, and basketball was just really big in the high school and college level with the Big Five in Philadelphia. It was a big deal. So I started getting recruited when I was playing in high school, and all these letters started coming in the mail, and coaches pop up at the doorstep knocking on the door, and they're in town recruiting, and the recruiting process was big, and coaches always wanted to make my parents part of it. So they felt special.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and so back then, man, because we all know college recruiting is vastly different today, right?
Yeah.
Vastly different today. So back then, man, when
you get paid.
Yeah, today you get paid, man. They weren't paying you back then, Bill. Sorry, man.
They should have. They should have been a long time ago.
Couple decades too early, man. But hey, built off your back though, man. Let's be real, right? Built off players like you guys, man. So Pittsburgh, man. So what does that look like, man, when you're getting recruited back in the early '80s, man?
Yeah, so that's what it was. There was a lot of phone calls. There was a lot of letters.
Yeah.
You had to go to your mailbox. People didn't even have that stuff anymore.
Yeah, no.
You didn't check your email?
No. And so, it was really interesting how the process went. And they want to schedule you to take these trips, and you were allowed 5 visits back then.
That's
and
it.
so I scheduled them, I scheduled them, and
who'd you visit?
I went to Syracuse.
Ooh.
The West Coast teams recruited me pretty hard, and they wanted me to go there in Miami. I wanted to go. I narrowed it down to 5 hours drive time.
Okay.
From Philadelphia, because I wanted my family to be able to come see the games.
Right.
So there was Syracuse, there was Temple, there was Rutgers, there was Penn State, Pittsburgh, West Virginia. So that's the area that I was going to go. But at that time, Pittsburgh just got done the national championship in '76 with Tony Dorsett, and it was just a machine. It was I went up there. Jackie Sherrill was the head coach, and he brought me up at the time. On the last recruiting trip, he wanted all the big recruits in there. And now the Steelers are playing in the Super Bowl at this time.
Yes,
they're playing the Rams.
Right.
And I go to Pittsburgh with my parents, and it was just unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And so, Dan Marino had just got to Pittsburgh.
Right.
We had Hugh Green, Ricky Jackson, Mark May, Russ Grimm from the Hogs, Washington Redskins. Chris Dolman and I came in as freshmen together. I mean, we just had a team. It was stockpiled, right?
Man, that's a stud team, man. You had some Hall of Famers in there.
Big Bill Frelick. I mean, there was some big time guys.
So yeah, man, you had some Hall of Famers, man, on your college team, man. When you got to Pitt, though, right?
Yeah, big time.
I mean, and so
Jimbo Covers in the Hall of Fame. Russ Grimm from the Washington Redskins Hogs, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Got you.
Dan Marino's in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Chris Dolman's in the Hall of Fame. I mean, it was a crew. We got there, we're like 18, 19 years old, and we didn't know what we had. We were just kids,
right?
But there was a feeling about it, like we're never going to lose.
Right.
We're not going to lose.
Yeah.
We were 11-1 for 3 years in a row and never won a national championship.
Man.
Finished second twice.
At that age, man, how was that feeling?
It was just you think you're top of the world.
Yeah.
You know, you really
10
do.
feet tall, man.
And what was unbelievable, it was like 5 years later, we're all in Hawaii together at the Pro Bowl.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, the NFC was stacked with them. The AFC was stacked with them.
Yeah.
It was wild. So it was a great time.
Well, what's funny, man, is early in your career, man, you end up being one of the people chasing Dan Marino around the field. You know, so oh man, we got to get to that, man. Okay. Man, so you get drafted in 1984, man, 5th overall pick, and this is an era, man. I was saying to you off camera, Bill, like, you know, the Chiefs, man. You know, us fans today, right? We know the Chiefs since, let's just say, the early 90s, right? Yeah. And you're a part of that. We'll get to that. But here you come in the early 80s, man. It is not the atmosphere and environment so much as it is today, right?
That's why they had the 5th pick.
That's why they had the 5th pick, man.
Yeah,
so,
that was you.
But, you know, also, too, a lot like you got Lamar Hunt probably talking to you back then, right? Mm-hmm. And all those things. So you're with your family, I'm assuming. That even the draft is different, I'm assuming.
Yeah, started at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm. 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and it wasn't what it is today.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd been called by Philadelphia had the 4th pick, and San Diego had the 6th pick, and they both told me they were taking me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I'm thinking to myself, you know, I'm either going to end up back home in Philadelphia, which would be pretty cool, or I'm going to be in the beach in San Diego. Great. Yeah. So, and I had never heard from Kansas City.
Really?
No.
You never even visited or nothing?
No.
Well, they never reached out or nothing.
No, never, not once.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I was kind of surprised when Philly went with a wide receiver, I think Jackson out of Penn State, and then when the phone rang, it was Lamar Hunt, and it said we're drafting you.
Really?
Yeah, that was.
Wow.
I told Clark when he called me to tell me that I'm going in the Hall of Fame. He said, I told him, 2 of the best calls I ever got in my life.
Hey.
Your dad and you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
surreal,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
Surreal, man. I mean, to be the 5th overall pick, man, I mean, you just named off Hall of Fame players you played with.
Right.
Yeah.
You was a dominant-ass football player in college, man. I mean, did you know that, man, coming into the draft? I mean, were your agents and people telling you, like, hey, man, you're a top 10 pick?
Yeah, I'd been projected in the top 10, and all the prognosticators had me in the top 10, and my agent had talked to enough teams.
Right.
That we kind of had a sense that that's where it was going to end up. But
got you.
Yeah, 5 was pretty cool in that phone call.
I know. So describe that, man. Being young and so you worked. It's obviously, we all know. I mean, the hard work that it takes to get there, to put that in, the injuries, being cautious about everything else, but then busting your ass and getting there to that spot.
Right.
And being that young of an age, man. I mean, like you said, the 2 best calls you had was him calling you, was Lamar calling you, and then Clark. But being 5th pick, man. How was that overwhelming?
Yeah, you know, it was a lot different. College football is a lot different. There was no time limits on practice.
Really?
No.
Oh, wow.
I mean, now they have.
Were you doing 3 days and stuff?
You can do whatever they wanted to do. I literally, I mean, I had to take night classes because the day was tied up with
football
practice. Yeah.
Wow.
Between working out, getting your workouts in, meetings, film study, 3 hours on the field.
Yeah.
And that's why they put in that 20-hour rule for college football. Right. You only have a certain 20 hours a week is all you get.
Right.
To practice during the week. So
that's insane.
What it eliminated was the individual period. When we would have practice, we'd have 45 minutes to an hour of individual period where you worked on drills that honed your skill for those positions.
Right.
Well, when the 20-hour rule came in, that's what went out the window. Coaches were they had to get a game plan in.
Yeah.
So everything was, and there was no real time to work on being a tight end or being a running back or quarterback or receiver, running the route tree and defensive line work and pass rush and all those things. So that went out the window, and the game plan was the focus point. And I think over time, that's what you've seen change college football. That's what you've seen change pro football.
Yeah.
Because now you're coming out of college not skilled at what they're doing.
Right.
And then you have the 2-hour practice in the pros with no pads. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, so I think it's attributed to why you see so many injuries early on the first couple of weeks.
And that's what I was going to say. In that time, in that era, I mean, the pads were probably shit, right? The helmets.
All the time.
Come on, man.
I mean, I'm just thinking, D-Rod, like about the preseason.
Yeah.
Right? Like, here's one thing I didn't even know, Bill, just researching with you, man, for your episode here. You guys used to have your William Jewell.
Yeah.
Is where you guys did all your, like, what Northwest Missouri State is now, or Missouri State or whatever. And then it was Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
But before all that, it was William Jewell.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
William Jewell was the training camp for the Chiefs since they got here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
So you come into the team, man, and I mean, do they give you back then, man, especially, what are they telling you about being an NFL player, man? Because the game is still different, I'm assuming. It's not college ball, right?
No.
It's professional football, man. So how do they prepare college players, for like you, top 10 pick, man, top 5 pick? How do they prepare you to come into the NFL mentally, with all the dynamics of the NFL? Because it's a professional, right?
Way different.
It's a professional.
There was no rookie orientation. That's right. I mean, there wasn't any studies class or a notebook of here's how to act and here's what to do.
Right.
That didn't happen. I was fortunate enough to grow up in a blue collar family with mom and dad that, principles, work ethic. They were just instilled at an early age,
Right.
Kids in our family had chores to do, right?
Yes.
So the work aspect of it was something I had, and it pushed me through college. Jackie Sherrill really was a big determining factor in me becoming who I am as a football player, forcing me to do things over and over and over again. I honestly thought at one time he was trying to take my scholarship.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he didn't want me on the team. I thought he wanted my scholarship. I couldn't understand at 18 years old.
Right.
Why is he doing this to me?
Right.
I mean, he was one of Bear Bryant's original 13.
Oh, wow.
So you know what Bear did to those guys.
Yeah.
That's what Jackie did with us and me in particular. But what I didn't know is he saw something in me that I didn't see.
Okay.
And he pushed me past my limits to be able to do something at a high level that your mind doesn't want to do because it takes a lot of effort. And he's the one that pushed me to do that day in and day out on every single down.
I'm sure that was pretty common back then, though, right? I mean, that in that era of coaching and players, I mean, it's kind of a, break you, kind of work you, see what you can get, see if you're, I mean,
work the talented ones the hardest, man.
Work them the hardest and get them out there to bring that out.
And mental toughness. They want to find out the mental toughness aspect of it.
What was he making you do? Like, what can you describe what he was making you do over and over?
Yeah. So he must have thought I was just a nice guy. And he wanted to make me mean guy.
A little rougher.
Yeah. So every day we would come to practice, and in Pittsburgh, we called it Cardiac Hill because there's all hospitals on it. The dorms are down below, and the stadium's at the top of the hill.
Wow.
You have to walk up Cardiac Hill every day just to go to practice.
Wow.
Which is like a feat in itself,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So every single day, after we flex and stretch, the team goes out in the field, you line up, you flex and stretch. He calls everybody up in a circle, and he picks an offensive player and a defensive player, best out of 3. And whoever loses has to run after practice, offense or defense.
Wow.
He put me in the middle every single day my freshman year.
Wow.
Against everybody. Mark May, Russ Grimm, Jimbo Covert, Bill Frelick. I mean, it would just weighed on me. Like when I'm eating breakfast in the morning, I'm thinking about, I got to do this again.
Right.
And you got to try to win because you don't want your defense.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I kind of just snapped and lost it.
Yeah.
And
on him.
No, the offensive player.
Players, yeah.
And
you got that mean out of you, right?
Yeah, he did. He got what he wanted, and that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
And
so you carried that, man, to the NFL, right?
That sticks with you, right?
So it's stuck with you, man. And would you say, like, I mean, listen, man, you're AP NFL Defensive Player of the Rookie Defensive Player of the Year in '84, man, right? When you get the year you got drafted, you're Rookie of the Year, man, Defensive Player. I mean, would you say, like, those elements, man, that roughness, that meanness, man, is that what carried you?
Yeah, and the fact that it was just a work. I went to work every day, and when you're a rookie, every single day is something new.
Right.
Every stadium you go to is new. Every city you go to is new. You haven't been there before. You haven't been in the locker rooms before. Everything's a new experience on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
You can do one of two things. You can be like, wow, and look around, or you just go to work.
Get in the zone.
You go to work. And I had no idea about NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. I didn't know. I was just go to work.
Just going to work.
Next day, go to work.
Right.
Next play, next day, next game, everything was just next.
Right.
Next. Get ready for the next of everything. And it went by in a whirlwind. It went by really fast.
Yeah.
And I knew that, we're used to playing 11 or 12 games, and, we have a 16-game schedule. That was a lot. So, I just kept my head down, kept grinding.
Kept going, man.
Yeah.
And then the year comes, and they calling your name for that award, huh?
Yeah, and I didn't even think about it. I wasn't. Yeah. It was just go do.
Wow. So this is what's interesting, man. I was thinking, like, okay, man, Bill Maas comes in '84, right? So you said, have you been to Kansas City before?
No.
Never, right?
No.
It's a flyover state, man.
I'm thinking about how the Chiefs were the Chiefs, right? We talked about that a little bit already, right? Like, they aren't what they were, even in the late 80s, early 90s. They're getting there with you. But the Royals are dominant.
Yeah.
I mean, they're coming off potentially, World Series runs and, things like that, right?
Yeah, 80s.
And in the 80s, right? And you had the George Bretts and you had all these guys playing still, right? And they're getting ready to win the World Series in '85, man. So I was just thinking about that, man. Like, what did you think, man, of the city? Just real quick, man, back then, like seeing all this at work in Kansas City.
I didn't know, and I didn't really have time to think.
Yeah.
In the contract at that time, they wanted you to live in Kansas City. They wanted you to be a part of the community, and I bought a house right away and moved in and said, okay, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I didn't have much time my rookie year to really take in everything and see what was going on. But look. How many years later, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Hey, that's beautiful,
it.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, you stayed here, man. You know what I mean? So that's awesome, man.
How old were you when that happened?
22.
22 years old.
Yeah.
Man, 22. You're a kid, man. You're young.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It was a great experience. I mean, and you talk about the Royals and everything that they were doing at that time. I remember in '85, we played the Los Angeles Rams at Arrowhead at a noon game. And my buddy played for the Rams. He stayed over, and we went to the Game 7 of the World Series with the Royals across the street.
Hey.
It was awesome.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. What, man, so we're in the middle 80s now, right? So talk about what is the message that Lamar Hunt and those folks that era are given to you as players, man? Because listen, you're coming from a really good college team. You're accustomed to winning, right? And winning a lot. What is the message, man? Did you ever you ever get in those conversations like, hey, yo, man, like, are we gonna win here? Are we trying to build? What are we building toward? You know, what's the plan? You know, did they ever talk about that back then?
You know, no is the answer to your question. We went through, you know, some coaching changes.
Yeah.
Until we got to Marty.
Right.
I can share this with you. We had Makovic drafted me. Then I remember Lamar Hunt calling me in one off season and was asking my thoughts on John and Frank Gans. And I said, hey, I don't want to talk bad about any of them, or what's good or bad.
Yeah.
I said, I just hope we get it right. That's all. I hope we get it right.
Yeah.
And you know, it just, when you don't have a quarterback in this league, plain and simple, you don't have a chance.
Right.
Here we are. I don't know what we ended up in, 4-12 in '87 or something like that.
Right.
And we got like 4 or 5 guys in the Pro Bowl. That doesn't add up.
Right.
You have 4 or 5 guys in the Pro Bowl. You got Pro Bowl defensive players: Deron Cherry, Art Still. You got Nick Lowry. We had the Carlos Carson. We got I mean, myself. There's. How do you have this representation in the Pro Bowl and we can't get it right? So
that's frustration. Man.
Yeah. And the whole thing was it started at the quarterback position. It was really, really tough. So one year I came back from '89. 88. I came back from the Pro Bowl, and I read, of course, that they hired Carl Peterson.
Yeah.
And from the USFL, and I didn't know much about him, and he calls me up in his office, and Marty, who had just lost 2 AFC championship games, the losing team of the AFC and NFC championship games are the coaching staffs that go to the Pro Bowl. And so I had been with Marty for two of those Pro Bowls, and when Carl came in, you know, he wanted to talk to me and introduce himself, and we talked for a while. And I told him, I said, listen, I've been around here long enough, and all these slogans and catchphrases you guys and marketing and all that. I said, throw all that stuff out the window.
Right.
Marty Schottenheimer's out there and is available. If you don't hire him as your number one guy, I said, I don't know what to tell you.
Wow.
And he did talk to me about Dick Vermeil at that time, and I don't think Dick was ready at that time to get back into football.
Right.
But I know how Marty approached the game and how he taught the game. And you know, I learned more about football from Marty Schottenheimer than any other coach along the way.
Yeah.
He spelled everything, every little detail out. He spelled it out. So everybody on the team knew what your job was and how to do it, and what the other guy's job was. When normally, you know, you call a play and they say, oh, you got to do this on this play. Well, why do I got to do this? And that's what,
because I'm the coach.
That's your responsibility. He explained everything,
right.
down to a detail. So
the great Marty, man.
There was no questions on what you're supposed to do. You know, if you have to on a rushing play, hold them under 3.0 yards per carry.
Right.
That's it. So when they hand the ball off and they go 4, we know we lost that play.
Wow.
Because if they run 3 times, they got a first down.
Yeah.
Basically, right?
Yeah.
So we knew we had to keep them under 3 yards. We knew the time it took. We had to get to the quarterback.
Right.
On a 3-step drop, a 5-step drop, and a 7-step drop.
Yeah.
We knew it. Passing. You know, you go into the game, you have to keep a team under 300 yards passing. Under 100 yards rushing. You do those things, you win on defense. So, you know, I still remember the things he's talking about. So that was his formula. And so everybody had an understanding. That's how come the success happened right away, even though we didn't have the quarterback situation figured out yet.
You know what's crazy, man? It's, you know, Bill, and check this out, D-Rod. There's actually some other coaches who are really well known now that were part of the Marty Schottenheimer regime.
Sure.
Bill Cowher, Tony Dungy, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, these dudes are Hall of Famers. Bruce Arians. Yes, Bruce Arians. That's right.
Yeah.
These dudes are Hall of Fame coaches.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And they're cut from the Marty Schottenheimer tree.
Right.
You know? So, I mean, man, that's crazy, man, when you think about that. And you're talking about how impactful Marty was as a coach.
Right.
You know, for you as a player, you know?
Yeah. The great Marty Schottenheimer.
Man, Marty. And you know, it's funny, man, because during his era, and I know you know this, he took a lot of heat, man, from fans, obviously.
Marty Ball,
man. What is Marty Ball, man? Why did people start calling it this? Do you describe it?
Well, because of the formula that I just said.
Yeah.
Right.
What he talked about on the defense, he talked about on the offense too.
Yeah.
And you have to understand, like when Marty played in Buffalo, that was what they did. They had a running back, Cookie Gilchrist.
Yes.
Who was like
Yes.
6'5", 270,
Big.
right?
Big ass running back.
And they just handed the ball off and pounded and pounded and pounded.
Yeah.
Looky, here comes Cookie, right?
Yeah.
And then they play action. Jack Kemp, play action, boom. And it worked. So that's what he grew up. So when he got here, he's like, Christian Okoye, Barry Word.
Right.
Get some big shoulder pads on.
Yes, man.
And that was Marty Ball.
Man.
That was Marty Ball, man. There's so many, man.
With the stout defense, too, right?
Yeah, you named them. I mean, Deron Cherry, you know, Neil Smith, you know,
right.
DT 58. Come on, Nigerian Nightmare, man.
Right.
I mean, he has so much talent, you know, in your era, in your team, to where what he built, what he created.
Yeah, man.
But he knew a formula that could win when you didn't have to rely on the quarterback.
Yeah.
So you're not exposing your quarterback. You're just gonna keep pounding the rock. Safety's gonna come up and boom, then you're gonna hit him over the top.
Yeah.
So
man, we need to get Christian on here, man, because I want to ask him, like, man, listen, Christian, did you have anything under the shoulder pads, man? Because
they were big as fuck.
Them things was way up here, man. Like, what in the hell? And then you know, the defensive players had the
neck rolls,
man.
That's because we had a hit.
Yeah.
Marty's going to make you hit.
Yeah,
every
man.
day. You know, they talk about no pads now. On Fridays, during the season, every Friday, before the game, we had live goal line and short yardage period.
Really?
On Fridays.
Wow. Describe that. What is that?
Okay, so short yardage, it's going to be you're in the middle of the field, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. You got to go live, goal line.
So like real time playing, like almost.
And then
everything.
And then he puts you down on the goal line, and you got offense versus defense live.
Let's go.
Wow.
On Fridays during the season. He took 3 years off my career.
Shit, man.
Thanks, Marty.
Yeah.
Right
well,
on,
I mean,
Marty.
and then you're doing it against Christian Okoye.
Yeah.
Barry Word, right?
Oh,
you're doing it against these folks.
Baldinger, Dave Lutz, John Alt, Grunny, Zott. I mean,
gosh, man. That's insane, man. It's crazy to hear him talk to this D-Rod and how much the game has changed today.
Oh,
hell, do they
man.
even put pads on anymore, like on Fridays?
16 padded practices a year is what the collective bargaining agreement allows, including training camp.
16.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh.
So I'm curious, with that said, Bill, anytime a player comes up to you and starts complaining about practices and workouts, what's your reaction, man?
I kind of give it just a smirk.
Yeah.
I don't even need to get into it.
You don't pull your violin out? You don't pull your violin out and start strumming it?
Nobody wants to hear the old guy stories, you know.
Right.
But when I hear that Andy runs the toughest training camp in the league because they do the long drive period, I mean, what? Am I going to get out of breath? Get in shape.
Oh, my gosh, man. Yeah, that's on the – I just saw that.
The Kingdom,
That's on
man.
the Kingdom. They're talking about it, man. So you mentioned this, man. So your record, man, for your career, the record of the Chiefs, 84, 8-8. Do you remember these, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, so 84, 8-8, 85.
We dropped. We were like 6-10.
Perfect. 86.
We were 10-6.
10-6.
Yeah.
Who'd you lose to in the playoffs?
The Jets.
The Jets.
Yeah, but it was a wild ride. The last couple games we had to win to get into the playoffs.
Right.
And in Pittsburgh, we went up to Pittsburgh to get into the playoffs. We beat them on 3 special teams touchdowns.
Wow.
Our offense never scored. No, I'm serious.
Wow.
And I'll never forget, we came back and we landed up at the airport and the Kingdom was out there waiting for us, man. And that was the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fans were just packed out there. It was really cool.
So it's 86.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the momentum starts building. Let's be real, right? The momentum, playoff game, right? 87. What's the record?
87. We were 6-10 again, right?
4-11. Big drop. 88.
88 was the turning point, I believe.
Same record.
Yeah.
4-11.
Was it?
I mean, that was a turning point for the coaches.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you were kind of hitting on this.
Yeah.
This is Frank Gantz comes in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Don't want to say nothing bad. Don't want
Yeah.
to knock anybody, right? But 87, 88, D-Rod, the Chiefs are 4-11 back-to-back. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
I was telling them this
Yeah.
off camera.
Yeah.
Okay, then here comes
Marty.
89. Here comes Marty. Here
Yeah.
comes Carl Peterson.
Right.
A player, little unknown player named Derrick Thomas
DT.
joins the team, you
Yeah.
know. But, I mean, before that, Christian Okoye in 87, right? Neil Smith in 88,
Yep.
right? I mean, you were drafted with John Alt?
John Alt, Kevin Ross.
Kevin Ross,
Kevin
yes,
Ross,
thank you.
yeah, right,
John
yeah.
Alt and Kevin Ross. So, man, all of a sudden, man, you guys,
Building, man.
you got building blocks
Yeah.
all around you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because listen, you're telling these stories, man. Like you said, Lamar Hunt called you. Hey, man, what do you think about this? Right? What do you think about that? And Marty comes in. Everything's changing, man. Describe Arrowhead back then. Like it wasn't.
In 88, I can describe it. I'll give you a comparison.
Go ahead.
Let me give you
Go.
a comparison. In 88, when we're 4-12, right? 88, we would play a home game. This is no lie. The offense would break the huddle, and when I could hear them say, on two, ready, break, because there was no fans in the stand. Wow. And these guys are wondering how I'm getting off the ball so quick, right? I'm like, of course I didn't tell them. And then 89 came, and they did an unbelievable job in the offseason with bringing Marty in. And he had just lost 2 back-to-back AFC championship games. Everybody knows about them.
Right.
Yeah.
Well documented. And then Carl Peterson come in, and they put on his push. And they sell out the stadium.
Man.
And that's really what started the new kingdom that came alive. And it was so loud you couldn't hear yourself think. It was so loud John Elway tried to call timeout.
Man, I want to get to that. What year is that? That's 90, right?
Yeah.
So 88, 89, 8-7, one
Yeah.
tie.
Yep.
And then a player by the name of Steve DeBerg, quarterback, comes in, which I had to admit, D-Rod, my childhood, I remember you guys beat the living shit out of the Cleveland Browns, and I was up top with my dad. I still have the ticket stubs.
Really?
It was somewhere in DeBerg's reign, and he had the pin sticking out of his pinky, I remember, and he still played.
Yeah.
And I always thought, even as a young kid, like, this is the coolest shit ever. And it was the first time I started hearing words like, he's going to throw the bomb.
The bomb.
They didn't call it the deep ball back then, you know. They called it the bomb.
I still call it the bomb.
Yeah. Do you remember those words,
Yeah.
that verbiage, Bill?
Yeah.
So, I mean, man, then you guys roll right into 1990. Things really change.
Yeah.
11-5.
Yep.
You guys lose, though, to your old college teammate, Dan Marino, man.
Down in Miami.
Is that the game where the field goal? We missed the field goal?
Yeah.
That's the game, right?
Yeah. So what was really cool about that time is, like I told you about Marty, he come in and explained everything, and everything was written out, so everybody knew what they were going to do.
Right.
So we bought into it.
Right.
And when you bought into it, then at the end you saw every year got a little better, got a little better, got a little better. So we all believe.
Right.
Right? And Steve was the first quarterback that was there during the time when I was there that his personality was a leader.
Okay.
He wasn't only the leader of the offense.
Okay.
He was the leader of the team.
Okay.
And you could tell right away. And that meant a lot.
Like
he didn't have the greatest skills in the world.
Yeah.
He was great ball handling, play action, fast guy.
Right.
You know, but the leadership he brought for that position is something we didn't have prior.
Like, what do you mean? Like, describe that for people who don't know what you're talking about. Like, what did you see before that
he would get up in front of team meetings. He would talk to the guys.
The up talk, the pep talk.
Man, just real talk.
Real talk.
You know, about what needs to get done and how we got to do it. And so-and-so's down. But that's okay because he's going to step up. And this is what we got to do. And he was just and he would talk to the offensive players. He would talk to the defensive players.
Oh, okay.
He would take time. And he there's a difference between a guy and a leader. And that leadership qualities just jumped out with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel that, man. You also, so the offense, though, all of a sudden starts getting a little decent.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, because the defense, you guys are there. I mean, like you said, like, man, we got all these Pro Bowlers on this promo team, you know. The offense starts coming along, man, and you got, you know, your Christian Okoye is going, your Barry Words and this and that. So did you guys ever think back then, man, like, we're going to make a Super Bowl run this year?
We believed it. We believed it every year.
Every year?
Yeah.
Well, the fans did too. We did too. Man.
Yeah. We knew it was coming. We were so close. And then, you know, when they realized that, you know, we could only get to – when they realized they hit a plateau that the passing game, for us to go into the playoffs and go deep into the playoffs, the passing game had to improve. And free agency was there at that time, and that's when they grabbed Joe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Joe Montana. So I'm curious, man, like, I mean, you're a winning franchise at this point, you know, and the Chiefs are, I mean.
He was the one who's going to do it,
You guys are, maybe, did you know you were a player away? Did you know you were a quarterback away?
I think all along, you know, when you got into the playoffs and you played these other teams with the good quarterbacks, you could tell the difference.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you hit on this earlier, man. 1990, Denver Bronco game, Arrowhead.
Yeah.
So everybody knows this by now, the flag, the penalty, but the build up to that moment is what people probably don't talk about. So Kevin Ross actually has an interception, right? And he had a fumble recovery, I think. And it led to the kickoff that put the receiver fumbled the ball, I think, right?
It, yeah.
He bobbled the ball, and you guys tackle him at like the 2-yard line or something like that.
Yeah.
So the crowd is going insane. And was this, by the way, was this penalty, was this a new rule at the time?
Yeah, so let me give you a little history on it. They put this rule into effect primarily because of the crowd at Arrowhead. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, it was such a disadvantage for teams coming in here not to be able to hear, not to be able to call their audibles at the line of scrimmage or anything like that. So they put this rule into effect in the preseason. And so the quarterback had the ability to turn around to the umpire and say, I can't hear. And the umpire called timeout. And they could warn the crowd once. Yeah. If they had to do it again, it was going to be a penalty against the home team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you believe this rule?
Yeah,
this is crazy.
Unbelievable.
To think about today is crazy.
So John turns around, and I'm there. I'm right on the 2-yard line. My hand's in the ground. It was crazy. John turns around to the umpire, and the umpire comes up, and referee turns on he warns the crowd, and the crowd, I didn't think they could get any louder. They got even louder.
Louder.
And John comes up and gets under center again, and he tries to, and he turns around to the umpire, and the umpire, imagine the umpire, he goes, there's no way I'm penalizing the team. I won't even get out of this stadium alive.
Right, yeah.
So he looks at John and goes,
it's
go.
on you,
It's on you. He wasn't going
to
to penalize us.
I mean, how much shit did John get for that after that? I mean, after the fact of, now that you're older.
Yeah.
I mean, does
people
anybody
tease
bring
them
that?
about it? Like,
well, no, they put the rule in, so I guess you can try to use it, but it didn't go over.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, man? I'm thinking about that, D-Rod, and I'm like, these guys, Bill Maas and his era of players, man.
Yeah.
Like today, present day fans are gonna know about what is the rule they built for the Chiefs just now for the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Now everybody gets a turn to score or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like because the Chiefs, right? All the Buffalo Bill game, right? Like everybody's like, oh, that's because they got the ball during the kickoff, and the Buffalo Bills went to the league and said, hey, we need to change this rule. We should all get a turn, right? You guys in that era, man, are the reason why that rule was implemented.
Yeah.
Was there ever another situation that you're familiar where somebody tried to get that penalty called on the stadium?
Yeah, it happened in a couple different places. Seattle had the Kingdome at that time, and that got pretty loud up there. And I can remember guys trying to call timeout in there. And there was some penalties that were they penalized the home team. There was times I saw that year. Yeah.
What was some penalties, like a 10-yard or something like that, right?
Lost it down and 10 yards, something like that.
They took something away from them.
So, all the way, man. 91, you guys go 10-6. You win the wild card. You remember who you beat?
When was this?
91. It's a team we all hate.
Oh, we played the Raiders at home.
Sir.
They were the wild card game. Yeah.
So, did you guys play them?
Todd Marinovich was quarterback.
Todd Marinovich. Did you guys play them a week before and beat them?
Yep.
That's
Out
what
there.
I thought. Yeah. You played them a week before. You beat them to get into the playoffs, right? Yeah. And then they come to Arrowhead?
Yep.
And you beat them at Arrowhead.
Yeah, and we beat them. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a year.
Wow.
That was a big one.
Well, if there's a team that you guys want to beat 3 times a year, please make it the Raiders. 92, your last year with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You remember the record?
11-5?
Close. 10-6. And you lost the wild card game. Well, actually, you lost the wild card game to the Chargers.
Yeah.
The year before, lost
out there in San Diego, right?
Yeah, you lost in San Diego. The year before 91, you lost the divisional round to Buffalo. You know,
right up there
in Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
So,
and we beat them pretty handedly too during the season, and we went up to Buffalo. It was a different deal.
Well, shit, it's cold as hell now, man. You know, it's a whole bunch of things going on, right?
Yeah.
Back then, what year did Montana join the team?
93.
93. So this is after you were
first year free agency.
Yeah. How did free agency work for you, man?
So I didn't really anticipate going anywhere, but when the Packers called me with Mike Holmgren up there and with Brett Favre, and
was Andy Reid there?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Mariucci was up there as one of the coaches. John Gruden was a wide receiver coach. Ray Rhodes. I mean, they had a really good coaching staff, and I knew I was getting latter and long in the tooth in my career. And we never had that quarterback, you know. And I'm like, man, I just want to try to get deeper into playoffs and try to get over the hump.
Right.
And I kind of waited, and the Chiefs weren't doing anything. They didn't pull the trigger on anybody, and I made that jump to Green Bay, and then they nabbed Montana. And I was like,
oh, shit.
Carl,
Come on, man.
Why you doing me like that, man? Yeah. And that's what you were talking about this whole time. Like, man, we need a quarterback.
Yeah.
We need a quarterback.
I mean that's just the way this game is right now. I mean, today, if you don't have that guy, there's teams in training camp right now. I'm looking at their quarterback situation. I'm like, man, it's just so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, you really don't have a chance. Every time you go out there week in and week out, you're hoping something good can happen.
Right. You know, and that's the kind of, sorry to derail real quick. That's the kind of beautiful thing I think about the game of football, NFL, is that, people use the word parity, right? Mm-hmm. Parity, in my mind, with the NFL works so well because what is the saying of the movie, Any Given Sunday?
Yeah.
Any given Sunday, somebody might get hurt.
Change, man.
Somebody fumbles the ball. Any given Sunday, anything could happen, and that team that doesn't have that QB could win, right? But more consistently, more regularly than not, it's that team with that quarterback that's going to come out with that W.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sorry.
Yeah. So here we go, man. Your career, 1984 to 1993, man. 9 great years. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to kick off some stats, man, so people that don't know.
Let's go.
Those people that don't know, man, here, kick some game to you. All right, you played, Bill Maas, 130 games total, right, in your 9 years. 116 for Kansas City here, okay? In those games, you had 111 starts, okay?
Wow.
Right? You have 409 tackles. 409 tackles.
Man, I feel every one of them.
I'm going to ask you about that, too. 261 of those are solo, all by yourself, man.
Wow.
You feel them all, right? Okay. 40 sacks, 13 pass defense, 8 fumble recoveries, 2 touchdowns that you got.
Wow.
And 2 safeties.
Yeah.
You know, come on, man. You know what that is?
You know what that is. You know what that is,
You know
Bill.
what that is, Bill?
Yeah.
That's a salute,
That's a salute, man.
Salute
That's
to
a
you,
salute,
man.
man. You know, those injuries.
5 block field goals.
5 block
5
field
block
goals.
field goals. Did I miss that one?
Yeah.
Maybe I did miss
Wow.
it. Man, those injuries, man.
Yeah.
You know, we talked a little bit about that, about the equipment, you know, about the shoulder pads, about the helmet, you know.
The neck roll.
You know, in that era, the neck roll, you know, that era, man, there's a lot of great ones, man, that suffered, you know, not trying to put any type of somber in it, but CTE, man.
Yeah.
And it affected so many players in that time. Many friends of yours, I'm sure.
It's real.
Yeah, it's a real deal, man.
We all battle it. We all talk about it. We all have it. I mean, there's, you know.
I mean, even okay, you know, shout out to Dustin Colquitt, right? We talked to him last episode, and he had 9 concussions. He said he had 9 concussions
As a punter.
as a punter, man. And you're back then, you're smacking into a brick wall, man.
Yeah.
You know, let's talk on that a little. I mean, the mental health, brother, that we that everybody deals with, and now, you know, let's talk a little bit about that, man. Let's change it.
It's a tough topic.
Yeah.
You know, because it affects your family.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
And, you know, the guys, it's something that we share with one another and talk about the comparisons on how we feel and what we
The support, you know, support each other.
what we go through and what we deal with.
Right.
But it's real.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
And you know, some guys are worse than others, and we all know that year over year it gets worse for each of us. We understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What are the with that, Bill? Like, what would you say, man, are the symptoms that are more common with folks that struggle with the CTE?
I think it's really comparative to dementia,
Okay.
loss of thought,
Right.
loss of location,
Right.
Balance.
loss of balance is a big one.
Big
Yeah.
one, man.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest challenges.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, balance. Steps, going up and down steps.
Okay.
Getting in and out in transition from in and out of a chair, in and out of a car seat, in and out of things. Yeah, a lot of the guys.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, for sure.
And
for
do you feel, man, like, is that just the nature of the game? I mean, listen, like, I think the NFL has evolved, right, with maybe a little bit more protection in the helmets, maybe limiting practices, you know,
Kickoff
things like that,
rule,
kickoff rule, things like that,
Well, hell,
right?
they put they got sensors in them
but
helmets
you know,
now too.
do you
know?
ever feel like the game will ever get to a point where there's no issues with that at all?
I don't think so. I
No.
mean, it's a game of collision,
Yeah.
and it's at its base form, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, blocking,
Right.
tackling,
Right.
landing on the ground,
Right.
hitting your head. I mean, no, that's. I mean, that's part of the game.
You know,
Well-
I man, last year, you know, just a little personal deal. I fell and hit my head, and I got concussed, man. And to this day, you know, I you know, fuck, man, I ain't hit no 300-pound man or nothing like that. I hit the
Yeah.
floor, you know, and I still suffer from certain little things like that, you know. And you guys are doing this every week, you know, for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Did you ever? You had concussions, I'm assuming. Maybe it wasn't diagnosed at the time.
Yeah.
But thinking back, right? Like you, I'm sure there was times where you could think back and be like, "Yeah, man, I had a couple concussions."
Listen.
You know.
I mean, it was just. I'll tell you, it was so common to get your bell rung. They called it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're seeing stars and you're blacked out and little white dots.
Oh
and,
yeah.
And you know, you'll be out for a minute. You come to, you know where you're at. You're looking around, and it was so common that the trainers would just crack open the ammonia
Salt,
capsule, put it
yeah.
under your nose, and laugh at you.
Wow.
Get back out there.
How many fingers are I holding up? 2.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I mean that.
Close enough. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, because there wasn't. It was part of the game at that time.
Right.
and whether that be right, wrong, or ignorance, whatever it may be, that's fine. But it was what it was at that time.
At that time. And you know, and we said a little bit about that. Now there's more information and education, you know, about it all.
Right.
You know, and even, you know, like the struggles that you have with today, I'm sure, right? Many men are going through that, you know, and that's your own little camaraderie and, you know, the topics and talks that you have with everybody else, the support system that is much needed. Much needed in the football organizations, you know, and the teams, man.
Yeah. I gotta ask you this, man. Change subjects a little bit.
Yeah.
So the piles, man. I mean, you guys are falling on top. I mean, you know, your defensive tackle, man. You're falling on top of each other, man. Like, you hear little stories every now and then about, this dude was over here trying to break my finger and this and that, man. Was that real, man?
You was a finger breaker, right?
Was you one of the dudes?
No, I mean, I'm claustrophobic. So, So when I was in that pile, I was just like, get me the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I was a spaz. I didn't like being down there at all. But
hell no.
No, it's funny you talk about the finger breaking thing. When I was broadcasting and I go do games, I'd meet these other players that I played against before, and Mike Tice was one of them, and Jerry Fontenot for the Bears. There's like 3 or 4 guys that would go like show me their pinky that goes this way. He goes, "That was you." My finger got caught in your face mask at the bottom of a pile or something.
Wow.
And it's funny you talk about those broken fingers, but
how many injuries outside of obviously concussions and stuff, man? What's the injuries you dealt with in your career?
I'd say I was pretty fortunate.
Nothing major?
I never had major knee surgery until I had my knees replaced. So they were always just like scopes or medial collateral stapled the ligament back together, or things like that. It wasn't a torn anterior crucia.
Yeah.
The ankle sprains were pretty bad. I broke my arm. I got plate in my arm. But yeah, I tore a pec muscle and. You know, I got a fractured neck, but things that didn't take a real long time to come back from.
Right.
That's why I started as many games as I was able to start.
Yeah, man. So you said 5 block punts, field goals. Sorry, but you had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You remember the touchdowns?
Come on.
Of course.
I'm a nose tackle.
Yeah. So, what are your memory of them, man? I want to know.
So, listen, both of them were against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow, your home freaking team.
And one was up in Pittsburgh, and one was here in Kansas City. But they were both against the Steelers.
Wow,
that's awesome.
And what was it? Was it like a
sack fumble pickup?
Yeah. Man. I mean, like you said, man, I'm a defensive tackle, man. Of course, I'm going to remember those, man. Did you have to run far in any one of them?
Oh, 90 yards, man.
No way.
What?
No, about 5.
I was going to say, you ran 90 yards?
You know,
that's hilarious.
That goes into my next question I was going to ask you, man. Which can you think of your best feeling, which probably, that might have been it, your best feeling and your worst feeling on the field?
Yeah. The best feeling was in '86 getting to the playoffs, helping that team turn the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
a
bunch of guys taking the team from 4-12 when we got here to getting to 10-6 and getting in the playoffs.
Right.
And having a shot at being the champion.
Yeah.
That was a great feeling. Anytime I sacked John Elway was another great feeling.
Listen, we hated
too,
John Elway.
Yeah. It's funny, how everything comes around, but, we got our John Elway now.
Yeah.
Right?
It is funny, isn't it?
Yeah. And they can't find a way to stop him in the last second.
Yeah.
So he got us so many times.
Oh, my gosh.
A fantastic guy. I love him. But when you got a chance to get him down, that was a trophy. It's like, can I get this stuffed and put on the wall? Or...
You got some pictures of any of those?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Did the quarterbacks ever talk some shit to you, man? Or
No.
any of the players, when you're lining up across each other?
Yeah.
Oh, a bunch of shit talking, right?
Oh, man, it's just wear you out.
Really?
Yeah, just
Trying to get in your head, I'm sure, man.
I've always wondered that, man. Like, if a quarterback, of course they're focused on the hike and everything, right? But there could be that left right tackle that's like, you ain't doing shit today. You ain't doing shit today, Bill.
Yeah, John Elway would come up to the huddle and put his hands under center and look this way, look at me with that smile and wink. I was like, oh, man.
Oh, and that would just ignite you, too. Like, okay, all right.
He was saying, come and get me.
Yeah.
Because, he was like that rollout quarterback, right? He'd roll out and throw the ball like opposite corner. You know?
He had that arm strength, and when he did get out of the pocket, he was dangerous. He could do anything. And he got us a lot, so.
Yeah, he did, man. The environment, man, those players, man, these are classic names now, man. Mm-hmm. They're in the Ring of Honor. Your name's going up there, Bill.
Man.
The camaraderie, man. You guys all still get together and you talk. You still interact, man. Like, talk about that, man. Just from teammates to today, man. You guys have got to. It has to be fun, right? To look around, to look at Chiefs. The team today.
Even today, I'm sure.
Man, you guys were pillars, man. Original foundation blocks of what we see today, man.
So what's really cool is we've got a group called the Kansas City Chiefs Ambassadors, and there's like 50 of us that live here in Kansas City that all played for more than 3 years with the Chiefs.
Okay.
And we meet the first Wednesday of every month.
Oh, okay.
We get together. We do a lot of community outreach. We do a lot of hospital visits, schools, all kinds of 501c3 requests and
nonprofit stuff.
We raise a lot of money and we give a lot of money to the youth of Kansas City. But in the meantime, we get together, we talk, we're all together on this WhatsApp link.
Oh, yeah.
Every day it's blowing up. Somebody's got something, or somebody's birthday, or it's tight knit.
Yeah.
So to have that camaraderie you talk about, and it's widespread. Bobby Bell's in there, Jan Stenerud's in there.
Wow.
All the way through to Dwayne Bowe just joined us.
Hey, Dwayne Bowe,
Jamal Charles, and so those things, and it's fun because no matter when you played or what you did, we all went through the same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's pretty cool. And as far as the ring name, I got to meet almost every one of those guys. That's why it means so much to me.
Yeah.
Except for, I think, Mac Lee Hill and Joe Delaney. All right. I think those are the only two that I haven't met personally since I was a Chief in '84. So, to go up there with those guys and personally know each of them, it's just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. We said a little bit about this new team, and I can only imagine that some of these new players, they kind of might have even told you, like, man, I watched some of your old tapes, some of your old films.
Yeah.
Let me see what you did. What kind of advice, man, Bill, would you give these young players, man, when they're coming up in this league status? We see it and we hear it. There's so many different things and elements, man, that might, kind of redirect them. But as far as playing the game,
they have so many resources now that help them.
Yeah,
that weren't available to us, and that player development program is a really beneficial deal.
Sure.
One, it helps you mentally. Understand how to cope, understand what's expected of you, and if you need help, how to get help.
Right.
It's a continual follow-up. Some guys and their spouses or girlfriends are assigned people that have to be there regularly to help make it work. And we didn't have any of those things available. We didn't have financial advice. We didn't have relationship advice. Those things, and those to me are the two biggest things that they're helping these guys with. And if you get those two things under control, you can manage your play and your football stuff. You can manage all that.
It all works together.
But if you don't have those other two things in control, something's going to go off track, right? You know, God bless Javon Belcher. There's an example, right?
Yeah,
you can go through, look. I mean,
what was that? 2008?
That was
2012. Something like that. 11, 12.
But those are the things I'm really glad that the organization and the NFL does a lot and offers and pushes those kind of the things for support.
Yeah. I mean, I 100%, man.
Yeah, I mean, and just to build up on what D-Rob was saying, man, I mean, I guess looking at the team today, and as a former player, not just a former NFL player, but a former Chiefs player, man, what do you think, man? I mean, this team arguably, still in the dynasty mode, you know what I mean? They almost did a three-peat, right? They didn't make it, obviously. What do you think, man, when you see this? I mean, you're a Chiefs ambassador, man. So you're still part of the team in some way, right? Still part of the community, obviously. What's your thoughts, man, as a former player looking at this?
This team, first of all, it's just been a remarkable ride.
Yeah.
The pride it brings out in me, being the Chiefs, has put in all that.
Yeah.
And it's your life. When you put your life's work into something, to see the greatness and come out, the great things that are happening with the organization, it's just a real sense of pride. It's like when your alma mater does good.
Right.
Or you have that sense of pride about it, and I'm so glad to see it.
Do you go to the Super Bowls?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Andy Reid I've known for a long time, and I'm so happy for him. Watching that Kingdom show really brought out a side that
man. How about when he got emotional?
I think everybody got emotional with that, man, because especially being a player and being fans, like shit. I ain't ashamed to say, like, I got emotions too for him, because you can tell that passion, man. The passion and the love for the game, for the sport, for the players, for the team, for the city, community, all that, man. It showed.
It's his life.
It's
what he does. From the time he wakes up in the morning till he goes to bed, that's his life. What he is really unbelievable about is, when he said, like, he talked to Drew Lock after the game, after the Seattle game, right? He goes out of his way to call people who he knows in life, and if something occurs, he'll be one of the first people to call you.
I love it.
Wow.
Yeah. Unbelievable guy.
That's unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
You knew the young Andy Reid.
Yeah.
What was the young Andy Reid like?
Well, the young Andy Reid actually was a coach at MU.
Right.
And worked my football camp for 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, man. So, I mean.
Pretty much the same person, though, I'm sure, man.
He was just coming into his own with coaching, right? Like, and then you meet him up at Green Bay again.
Yeah.
Right?
I think he had something to do with me coming up there. He knew he was locally here at MU and KU and working the camp, and he saw all the Chiefs. And but, that was a great experience up in Green Bay. Look, I got to play for, in my opinion, two of the most storied franchises
you did.
in the history of the NFL.
Yes.
Curly Lambeau, the Packers starting that, and Lambeau Field, and it's unbelievable. And then Lamar Hunt starting the AFL, and it's just, I was really fortunate. And the similarities, the common denomination of those two teams are the fan base. They're unbelievable, right? Green Bay fan base, and they do the same thing. Huge tailgating events, community comes together.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really cool.
Man, and it's colder though a little bit up there.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you how cold it was. Well, I played in the third coldest game in Packer history. It was against the Raiders. It was up in Green Bay. It was minus 27. And I remember Howie Long came out and Bill Pickell came out. They had baseball spikes on.
Wow.
The metal baseball spikes. And then the referee saw them and he made them take them off and get something else. But it was cold. It was so cold. I had a Chevy Silverado, and the engine block froze up.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, because you're up there in Green Bay, you're a player. Yeah, I was thinking, well, if you flew there, but no, you played in Green Bay.
I was just trying to get back to the apartment.
Yeah.
It wouldn't start.
Had some heat in there.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's why you see all the people that used to have those cardboard boxes in front of the radiator.
The radiator. Yeah. Is there a player back then, that you would have to line up with, and you was like, man, this guy's gonna hold me tough? Or is there a certain one
in Green Bay?
Well, yeah, in the league.
Your career.
Playing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There was one. There was one player, and I think really only one player that when I got done the game, I didn't feel like I was taking the game to them, and that was Dwight Stevenson down in Miami.
Oh, okay.
He was unbelievable. 6 years in a row. He was voted by his peers, not by a poll from the people or something, but by his peers as the best offensive lineman in the league.
Is that right?
Wow. Yeah, and he was. Yeah. He was.
I read somewhere where Anthony Munoz, right? That he said that hate going against
Mike Bell.
No, you.
Oh.
He said that you were the toughest man to try and hold. Yeah. He said that somewhere. I can't remember where I saw that. I was doing some research. Man.
What do you think, man? What do you think made you so good and unique as a player?
Honestly, my athleticism was limited. I was okay fast. I run a sub 540. It was about mindset and determination. Okay, those were the two things that I was going to find a way to win. Whatever it was we were doing, I was going to find a way to be able. And so I'd study really, really hard during the week. To pick up any tendencies I could find on how they're blocking. Right. It might be the distance between the splits. If I'm getting a double team, it may be a set, the way their body sits back. If they're pulling. I'd find different things during the course of the week, and I'd study real hard till I found those things and felt confident going into the game.
Yeah. So you said something earlier. You talked about the difference between Arrowhead in '88, I think, versus '89. So you said I could hear him say on two, know. Okay, so this is one thing I've always wanted to know. You're a perfect person to answer this question, Bill. When the stadium is loud as hell, like let's say go back to the Denver Broncos situation, how do you get your jump you need to? You know what I mean? Because it's loud. You don't know what their call is. Nothing, so how do you do that? How do you prepare for those moments?
So that's, again, it goes back to film study. They're going to go on a silent count. And the silent count is going to be something depicted by either holding their hands, okay, and it's usually always on the first. You can't do it on a second count. Right. They're all going to get together. It's going to be on the first. A lot of times, watch the center. When you see this, watch the center's head. The center will go over the ball. He'll put his hand on the ball. He'll put his head down once, and all the offensive line sees it. And he pulls his head up, and then it's snap. So I mean, I would get the jump by studying their silent count.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I also seen or thought, and maybe this is a thing, or maybe it's not. I don't know. But is it even finger positions or how they do their hands as well when they're?
When I played, you could tell by the white and the pressure they're putting on their fingers, whether it's going to be a run or a pass.
Yeah,
really?
It's a little bit lighter if you're coming off the ground.
See, I did a little bit.
If you're leaning forward and your weight's forward and the creases right here and your fingertips are white, they're rolling off.
So you'll watch that. You'll pay attention to all that shit.
And you know what I was thinking about, because now, man, when you see the offensive line up, sometimes you can't tell what they're going to do now, because the tackles
they set out of a 2-point stance.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So it's that's changed, man. I wonder if it's because people started picking up on what you just described.
Well, I think it has a lot more to do with it's a pass-oriented league. They think they're showing pass set, and then it's really not a run. It's always going to be a draw. Yeah. So because they're not firing out of that position. Yeah. They're setting you to a space, trying to turn you one way or another on a draw play. Get you going upfield, then seal you.
Yeah.
You know, Bill, I know you say you don't like talking bad about nobody, right? But let me ask you your opinion, and you can give it if you want to, man. What's the deal with 74, man? Why are we keeping on hold of 74?
He's struggling.
Man?
You talking about him jumping off sides all the time?
Come on, man. 74, man. So frustrating, man.
Offside. Yeah.
God. And he's still.
Yeah.
I know you don't like talking bad about nobody.
He's trying,
it's hard, right?
If you do something the same way over and over and over again, and that's what you're used to, it's hard to change.
Yeah.
But it's obviously he's concerned about getting beat on the outside. Mm-hmm. In his mind, he doesn't want to be the guy that's letting Patrick get killed. Yeah. And if that's your job to protect 15, and that's on you, and everybody in the stadium can see that, he's going to try to get that jump to protect the outside.
Yeah.
And so,
Well, you put it in that perspective, I get it. But, I'm sure 95% of this city, man, the fan base is like 74, the frustration, man.
Yeah.
But putting it in that perspective.
Yeah. It's
totally
tough.
get it, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's, and I understand him trying to do it. He's trying to, everybody tries to get an advantage at what they're doing.
Yeah.
By whatever they're going to do.
Right.
How do you get separation off of your routes when you're a receiver? Everybody's going to do something to try to get that edge that works for them. And he's really concerned. At least he knows what his job is.
Right.
Is protect 15.
Yeah, man.
I don't think, man, I don't think that's one thing that gets talked about enough and that people understand, Bill, is the amount of work you guys as players do to prepare for those games, like outside of just regular practice, right?
Yeah.
And drills and workouts and things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, you said it earlier. You're like, man, I'm out here. I'm studying film. I'm studying tape. I'm trying to find my advantage as a player.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm sure your coaches are intricately involved in those things too. You know what I'm saying? So, is there, practice time and then there's study time and it's a whole day event?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it goes home with you at night.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing homework.
You got your tablets and you're doing you're doing your film study. You're watching you're watching the practice you had today. You're looking at defensive tape or offensive tape or whatever and getting prepared.
Yeah.
How did we play them last time we played them? Who's the defensive coordinator? A lot of defensive coordinators change. A lot of offensive coordinators change. What do they like to do? What did they do when they were over there in Philly? What did Ben Johnson do when he was with the Lions? Now he's in Chicago.
Right.
With all those things, you study that, especially early in the season,
right? When
you don't know.
And as the season goes on, man, I mean, you started playing seasons that were long, and then it got cold. You're going to Buffalo, I mean, talk about that, man. Just as a player, like that's not just physical wear and tear. That's mental.
Yeah.
How do you stay focused, man, during those long seasons like that?
I think that's where the mental toughness comes in.
That's where it comes in.
Yeah, and you have to. You can't get away from it. I mean, you have to just get in a routine, and that's your routine. And if you veer from it, and sometime you're going to get lax, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? We won big last week. I don't need to look at that. Right. And then that's when it gets you in the ass.
That's when it
gets you. That's when you get your ass handed to you.
Yeah.
And then it is an eye opener, and everybody's gone through it. You have bad games. I mean, what happened? I don't know. My family came in this week.
Yeah.
We went out to dinner 2 nights in a row. I didn't do that.
I ate shit.
Right.
I ate shit, drank a lot, or whatever. Man, look, time, man.
Yeah.
Time is undefeated, man. For everybody, right?
Well, Marty took 3 years off of his time.
He did.
He said Marty took 3 years of his time.
Yeah, so which leads me, man, to that, this next question, man, your transition, man. We can keep on, but let's talk a little bit about this transition from playing to retirement.
Yeah. That's
rough.
Yeah, really rough. And what I talked about before about support system, there wasn't anybody there when they showed you to the door. There wasn't, hey, now this is what you do. Take your game plan with you.
Right.
Here's your game plan for life.
Right.
Take this with you.
Right.
Good luck.
Yeah.
It's just
thank you. Bye.
Out the door.
Yeah.
That transition, it wasn't there for
a lot of people.
A lot of people. Yeah. I was fortunate enough that while I was playing, I did radio shows. I worked at Channel 4 in the off season with Frank Bowl, and I learned that industry. I did Sunday nights with him. on the sports machine.
Right.
So I had that, and then I sent my tapes in and to different CBS. And there was only 3 affiliates back then that had covered NFL.
Right.
And Fox had just started, and they hired me, and so I had something, but it was still a part of football.
Yeah. Kept you going.
Yeah.
Still kept me going.
Mike Holmgren called me and asked me if I was interested in coaching. And I told him, I said, right now I just kind of want to get as far away from football as I can.
Yeah.
And I didn't get very far, however.
What about now? Would you still try and consider any of that or nah?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's a young man's game now because it takes so much from you.
Yeah.
You got to enjoy this retirement, man.
Yeah. I enjoy what I do now, and I keep busy, and but I'm happy with what I'm doing.
Lamar Hunt, man, Marty Schottenheimer, 2 great individuals, huge part of the Chiefs legacy, 2 individuals you knew very well. Let's start with Lamar Hunt, man. Talk about what Lamar Hunt means to you as a former player, but now Chiefs ambassador, man, part of the foundation of this Chiefs, regime. Talk about that, man. What does Lamar Hunt mean to you?
It's changed over time. When you're 22 years old and, you're playing professional sports, it's not like the relationships aren't like they are today, where you can have those relationships with pick up the phone and call the owner. Hey, what's going on? What are you doing today?
Right.
It was a different time, and as a young man, you don't know. But Lamar would always come into the locker rooms. He'd go around and talk with everybody. He was very soft-spoken, but genuine.
Right.
And he was brilliant. The guy was absolutely brilliant, and you don't know that till later in life. About how special of a person he is.
Right.
And the things that he does. So I'm just really happy that I had the opportunity to be around him.
Right.
And the organization and everything that they did.
Right.
It's pretty special.
Yeah. Marty, man. I mean,
that's a love-hate.
Yeah. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you.
I guarantee you, if you ask anybody about Marty, it's a love-hate situation.
Yeah.
All those things I just talked about how he taught me more football than I've ever known, and here I played it like all my life, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's great respect for him, his knowledge and his teaching abilities. I mean, that's when you're the head coach and you have to get up in front of a group of men every single day in and day out.
Yeah.
Right. This is like a teacher in grade school. Remember that? Like,
Oh yeah.
you knew right away as a kid what you could get away with a teacher, right?
Yeah.
You figured them out, and all the eyeballs are just staring at the teacher,
Right.
And then you figure them out, and then you figure out what you got.
Right.
To be able to stand up in front of a group of men day in and day out and control all of it, I got great respect for that.
Yeah.
And there's not many people that can do that. To be a leader. There's a difference between a head coach and a leader.
Right.
Some of them are one and the same.
Right.
Some of them are just coaches.
Right.
And there's a big difference.
Yeah. That's excellent, man. Thank you for doing that for us. 2025, man. You're the Ring of Honor, man.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about that feeling, man. You're standing out there. We know it's coming. What's the date, by the way?
It's December 7th, Sunday night versus the Texans.
Wow. Great,
December
man.
7th.
Congratulations, man. I'm very happy for
Thank
you.
Yes, sir.
Talk about that feeling, though, man. All this, everything we just talked about, leading up to you get the phone call from Clark Hunt. Man, you're gonna be there.
I had to pull over. I was in my car. I had to pull over.
Emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean,
what was going through your mind?
I thought he was calling me about this piece of land I have up in North Kansas City to maybe move the Arrowhead Stadium up there.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that'll be great. You've been happy with that.
We got 500 and some acres up there at 435 in Shoal Creek and right there. And it really caught me off guard. I didn't know when their it's something I never paid attention to.
Right.
Yeah.
When their committee met, or what time of year they met, or how they did it.
Right.
I thought that ship had sailed.
Really?
Quite some time ago.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I had my ups and downs here in life,
Sure,
right?
sure.
And, I understand that, that could be something that says, you know what, we'll just hold that over there. And so I had always thought that I needed a place up there, but I understand. So the first feeling is like I was really humbled, gratitude,
Sure,
right?
of course.
That they had thought enough of me to put me up there with those guys.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot, and I don't know how I'm going to act that night.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I mean, it's kind of a whirlwind. It's, wow, you're up there with those, that's
Not your friends, man.
That's a
all
legacy.
the hard work, man.
Yeah.
All the hard work, all the shit you've been through, all the shit you've done, all your accomplishments.
Right. So it's a rush of emotions for sure.
Well, look, man.
Hey.
Another salute
On half of
Another
ENTERRUPT
salute,
KC,
man.
man.
On behalf of ENTERRUPT KC, Bill.
KC,
Congratulations, man. Salute to you,
Salute
man.
to you, man, and everything
brothers.
you've done, man. And Hall of Fame, man. Here we go.
Thank you.
Funny question. You start writing that speech yet?
I don't have to speak, I don't think, do I?
Oh, you're going to say something, man.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be asking you. You want to say something, Bill? Maybe not from the fans, but somewhere on banquet or something. They're probably going to ask you.
Yeah.
They might want you to say a word.
I could just tell you, and I would say that it's easy. I mean, it doesn't happen alone. It just doesn't. I mean,
Right.
nobody does anything alone.
Yeah.
You're only as good as the people around you, and I don't care if you're talking about your family,
Right.
your parents,
Right.
your workplace, whatever it is you're doing, you're only as good as the people around you. And I told you before, I had Art Still, Mike Bell, Neil Smith, Derrick Thomas, Gary Spaney, Dino Hackett, Duran Cherry, Lloyd Barrett, Kevin Ross, Albert Lewis. That's pretty damn
Some
good.
goats, yeah.
Hey, we had a guest,
Yeah.
man. Shout out Angela Kennedy, man. She had a quote. She said, "No one does epic shit alone."
Yeah.
There
That's
it is.
dope, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that. I hope I can make that game, man, because I'm gonna be smiling big in the stadium, man.
Oh, yeah.
Just looking at you like we talked to
Cheering
this
and
dude
yelling,
about
man.
this. This moment
Yeah,
for him.
yeah.
Your family's gonna be out there. I'm assuming everybody like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
Of
man.
course, yeah.
Kids, grandkids.
Oh,
yeah.
that's beautiful, man.
That's
What's
great.
your wife's name, by the way?
Sarah.
Sarah. Shout out Sarah, man.
Yeah.
Derrick Thomas. We cannot end this conversation without you giving a good, solid memory of Derrick Thomas, man. He's not with us anymore, fortunately. But, man, he's Hall of Famer. He just defensive player with you, man. Share a story about Derrick Thomas that you remember him by.
So many things. His locker was next to mine. And so day in, day out, the interactions, we had a great relationship.
Yeah.
We would laugh. The one thing that Derrick was, he didn't practice real hard. He just
Really?
No, he did.
That was all natural shit. Man.
Yeah, he just game day. It would be like boom,
A
let's
switch.
go.
yeah, and he had a problem with clocks.
Time getting there.
He was late for everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Honestly.
Yeah.
Did you ever give him shit about that?
All the time.
Yeah.
Everybody did. It drove Marty nuts.
Oh, I bet.
On game day.
Especially coach.
Okay,
man.
listen, on game day, right? I was one of the first one there. I think I'm there at a home game, at a noon game. I'm there by 7:30 in the morning.
Sure.
Right? Now we have a time clock when you have to be there by.
Okay.
And then on the board, it's like, okay, 11 o'clock, the kickers go out for their warm-ups. 11:05, this goes out. 11:10, here comes the quarterbacks and receivers.
Yeah.
O-line goes out, D-line goes out at 11:20. We get
Yeah.
15, 20-minute warm-up in. We come back inside. We get ready. We do our last fixtures or tape or whatever it's going to be, and then you go back out at 11:55, right up to the national anthem.
Yeah.
Right? That's a home game.
Right.
So we had to be there, I think, by latest at 10 o'clock Derrick would show up at like 11.
Oh, shit.
No, I'm not kidding you.
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
And he just come in and
He come in from a tailgate or what?
He come in from, I mean, it was game time.
And Marty would go, and Marty started finding him.
Yeah.
Didn't change.
Didn't
change anything.
Whatever.
He'd come in and just put his gear on and go out there.
Let's go.
3 sack day.
Yeah. Man.
Wow. Did you have any pregame ritual superstitions you did?
I did the same thing over and over and over. Everything was the same time. How I got taped by one of the trainers. Only one trainer could tape me. Everything was like
kept it that way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Consistent
That's great, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're gonna start wrapping this up, but we do some fun questions, man. So
Yeah, we'll change over a little bit.
So here we go, Bill. What was your least favorite football workout you did? You just like, I hated that drill. I just, it tore into me mentally. I hated it so much. What was your least favorite workout?
Probably squatting. I hated squats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hated them.
Yeah.
You know?
Or lunges.
Oh. No.
Lunges suck, man.
No.
Yeah.
But and Red Man, that was our strength coach at the time. He always had us in there. He's like, "Come on, Moss man, let's go."
All right. I got one. Okay. A little bit. We'll take it back in time, okay? From now till then. The tomahawk chop, okay, versus the hay song. You remember the hay song, right? That's what we used to do there. We're gonna, hey, they cut that out for some stupid reason. You know, we're gonna beat the hell out of you.
Yeah.
Which one, man?
That was Lonnie, wasn't it? Lonnie Anderson?
Yeah, it
Wasn't
was. What was the name of that song? I think
It was called. I found it called
Rock
the hay
and roll?
song.
Yeah, no, but he was. I think he was the one that did that out there.
Yeah.
At the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened between the two.
Yeah.
But they were about the same time.
Yeah.
And then the chop kind of took over.
They took over it, but then I thought there was some type of country because they didn't. I mean, I think
Well,
that was the time.
Well, they tried to take the chop away.
Yeah.
But they didn't want the "we're gonna beat the hell out of you." I thought that was a thing that they wanted to not like, you know.
So which one you pick?
I liked the first one. I liked the hay song.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah,
man.
I thought
The whole crowd would go crazy.
Everybody would
singing.
get pumped up.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
Because
the
that was
hay
after a
song.
touchdown, right?
Yeah.
They would play it.
They played it several times.
Yeah. Man, bring it back, man.
You gotta bring
All
it
right. Wildest teammate memory that you can share?
Wildest teammate memory.
Uh-oh.
You know,
Don't get nobody in trouble.
We know you and Grunny, man. You and Grunny. You guys over the years. But no, anybody.
oh man, wildest teammate memory.
You shared a pretty good one about Derrick Thomas.
Yeah, well, you know, there was Steve DeBerg was known for he loved his holidays, right?
Yeah.
Halloween was a big one,
Okay.
really big one.
Yeah.
And he always had a Halloween
Costumes?
party over at his house.
Oh, okay.
And there was a year that it fell on like a Friday, and we had it was a home game, and we had it over at his house, and Steve could get after it now. I mean, there's when I think of Steve is everything that the Snake was, Kenny Stabler, right?
Uh-huh.
That's who he was.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been his idol. And Steve could get after it.
You mean like Bud Lights and bombs or something?
Yeah. And so he was late for Saturday morning's get together at practice because of the Friday night Halloween party, and Sunday he went out there and he started cramping up.
Oh wow!
They had to take him out and give him some IVs.
Oh man!
Was you all heckling them like, dude,
Come on,
I
man.
told you Friday, slow down.
Oh man!
I love that, man. I
But
love that.
he wouldn't miss anything though. He'd be right back out there.
Yeah. I love, man. I'm telling you that needle or the pin in the pinky.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that, man.
That's
Never.
nuts. That's nuts.
Go ahead.
All right. So, we started off, man, with people, places, things, man, Kansas City, man.
Yep.
Is there a person, a place, or a thing that you feel best represents Kansas City?
Oh man, person, place, or thing. Union Station is just a staple, big time. that area just jumps out at you. I think,
Yeah.
especially with all the celebrations we had down there lately. It's really a backdrop. We had a draft down there.
Yeah.
But there's so many things in Kansas City. I mean, Ollie Gates, right?
Yeah.
And barbecue and all that.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Have you met Ollie Gates?
Oh yeah,
Man, he would be incredible to have on the episode one day.
yeah. Just call him up down in his office down there.
Yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna try.
We're on
He
it.
was just on that Kansas City magazine, 9 for 90.
Yeah.
People over 90 kids. Yeah.
Ain't nothing like having him on a podcast, though.
I know.
Yeah.
That'd be,
What's your favorite barbecue place?
Oh man, I go to all of them. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
No.
I do too, man. You got a favorite though, and what you getting?
Sometimes Q39's big. I like that.
Yes.
I like
Shout out Kelly
Shout
McGee,
out
man.
Kelly
Yeah.
McGee, man.
Yeah, she was on the pod.
Joe's. KC. Gates, you got to get the platter, right?
Yeah, man.
You got to get
extra
the platter.
pickles.
Platter,
Extra
man.
pickles.
Arthur Bryant's, I love their sauce. And their turkey. They got good turkey down there.
Yeah.
Really? I've never tried.
Yeah.
I can't get past.
You ever go to Rosedale?
Huh?
Rosedale Barbecue?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get out there.
There's so many, man.
Hayward's.
Yeah, Hayward's.
Come on, man.
You're
Let's
making me
just go.
hungry. Let's
I
go.
know.
I told you I didn't eat none before we started, man.
Oh, we were talking about food.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Bill, this has been incredible conversation
man.
with you, man. We appreciate you so much, man, for joining us here on Interrupt KC, man. Just your story, man, your legacy, man, and we mean this in every single way, Bill, man. Like, just as fans rooted here, born and raised here in Kansas City, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we remember the dark days.
Yeah.
And then here you guys come, man, just start building. You know, our house is about to be knocked down because big men are jumping up and down, you know, because what you guys are doing on TV, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so just from all those early days, man.
Man, I like to second that, man. A fan, man, it's kind of surreal for me, man, because I watched you play.
Yep.
I was watching you play, brother. And then to sit across from you and have this conversation, man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, guys. This is cool.
Man.
Thank you for sharing your story with us, man. Congratulations again, man. Ring of Honor, man. So deserving. Thank you to the Hunt family for doing that, for recognizing this individual in our community, former game as well, you know, player and everything like that. With that, do you have anything you want to share, say to anybody watching, listening right now, man, that you'd like to just tell people?
Yeah, you guys got to follow these guys. Interrupt KC.
Hey.
It's the podcast of Kansas City.
Let's go.
That's it, man. That's it.
With that, man, salute to you one
Salute,
last
man.
time, Bill.
One last time. Thank
Interrupt
you, man.
KC, man. JL.
D-Rod right here, man.
Like, follow, share, subscribe. Do what this guy said, man. Follow us. Subscribe.
Let's go.
We out of here.
Cheers.
Peace.
Thank you, everybody.